I also want to thank all of our volunteers. We really appreciate you being here today. We couldn't do this event without you. And also want to thank our sponsors that have helped provide funds so that we can do this fun event here today. So we've got a lot of things planned for you, and the mayor's going to talk in a few minutes. But I just wanted to point out how, when I got up today and I got ready to come out, I started thinking about trees, and I thought about this site. We're at the Phillips Recreation Center, and this little park and this building haven't always been here. There used to be an Urbana school here called the Thornburn School, and there are a few trees that are on site here that were here way, way back a long time ago, probably 75 or 80 years ago. A couple of the trees right out on Springfield, those big ones, you can look and see those. And then right over here, those two trees, those very large trees, were here a long time ago, way before I was even born. So it made me think, I wonder who planted those trees. Was it perhaps groups like all of us today that really cared about trees and know how important they are and make our community so much better? So I started picturing students like yourselves coming out maybe at the old school that was here, helping to plant those trees that are still here today, that provide so many benefits to us. So I hope someday that there's a whole new group of people that come in a long, long time from now, and that they're planting trees and seeing trees that you all planted. So we should all feel really, really good about ourselves, and we're going to learn a lot of good things, and we're going to have a lot of fun today. So again, I want to welcome and thank you all, and we'll get on with our events today. Our next speaker is going to be the Mayor of Urbana, Mayor Diane Marlin. So let's give her a nice big warm welcome. Thank you, Mayor.
It's a pleasure to be here with you today to celebrate Arbor Day 2021 in the Tree City of Urbana, Illinois, with a very special announcement. The City of Urbana has received a donation of $98,650 for tree planting in the public right-of-way. That's close to $100,000. The person who donated this money wishes to remain anonymous, but they've asked that the donation be used to plant trees. This donation will be used to plant more trees in the city of Urbana, and they will be planted in the community development target areas and in the Illinois Solar for All environmental justice neighborhoods. We estimate that this donation can fund the planting of at least 200 additional street trees over the next 3 years. And trees are part of our essential infrastructure, just like sidewalks, streets, and streetlights. Our urban forest infrastructure has to be maintained, and we must invest more in its care. So this investment in trees is also an investment in your health, in equity, resilience, and the quality of life in our community. Trees shade our streets, they cool our houses, they reduce stormwater runoff and energy consumption. They remove carbon from the air, they help prevent global warming, and they help create a beautiful, stately public landscape that improves quality of life throughout the city. And when our street trees reach the end of their lives, they continue to give to the community. The Landscape Recycling Center and our arbor crews transform the trees into mulch and firewood and sometimes lumber to build things with. So please join me in thanking the community member who has chosen to leave this living legacy on our city streets. Their generous and civic-minded contribution will benefit generations that follow. That's you and your children and your grandchildren. You'll be able to come back years from now and say that tree was planted because someone chose to give trees to the city of Urbana for all of us to enjoy. It'll make our city healthier, more equitable, and more resilient to climate change. So let's take a moment to thank again this person who has made this donation. And then finally, I'd like to take the opportunity on Arbor Day in this Tree City to thank the dedicated members of the Arbor Division staff in our Public Works Department, led by City Arborist Kevin Sanderson. Kevin also works closely with Scott Tess, our Sustainability and Resilience Officer. These professionals take great care when they plant, prune, and monitor the health of the thousands of trees that line our streets and initiate programs to enhance the natural health of our community. Now I have a proclamation. You know what a proclamation is? It's a statement. It's a very public statement on our position on things. So this is a proclamation about trees. Whereas trees in the city of Urbana are one of the most important landscape elements of our community. And whereas tree planting and maintenance programs are essential to improving the quality of life in each community. And whereas trees in our community increase property values, enhance economic vitality of business areas, support the academic and research mission of the campus, and create favorable first impressions to visitors. And whereas trees can improve the environment where planted, reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted and cared for, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now, therefore, I, Diane Wolfe Marlin, Mayor of the City of Urbana, do hereby proclaim April 30th, 2021 as Arbor Day in the city of Urbana, Illinois. And I urge all citizens to observe this day by planting trees and participating in the programs for Arbor Day. And I want to personally encourage you, find a tree that you love and give it a hug. Thank you, and happy Arbor Day.
All right, friends, we have one more speaker. You may have heard of him, the city arborist, Kevin Sanderson. Give a round of applause here. Woo!
Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Mayor Marlin. And what a great way to celebrate Arbor Day. My name is Kevin Sanderson, city arborist for Urbana. My main job is to protect trees, and Urbana is very proud of their trees, and so are the residents. They offer what an amenity to being outdoors and enjoying them. As the mayor stated, the trees are important to the environment we live in. They give off oxygen, they clean our water, they pull out harmful pollutants in the air, give out clean oxygen so we can breathe clean air. So breathe clean, drink clear, stay healthy, and celebrate Arbor Day. It's only logical that we celebrate a national holiday like this on a beautiful day like this and plant some trees. This Arbor Day, plant some trees. Plant 1, plant 2, plant 3, plant how many you want. The more the better. Arbor Day is a day to celebrate nature. Its purpose is to encourage people to plant trees. In many communities develop, organize tree plantings like this, and it's a good thing for all of us.